What's going on, everyday people? I'm Chadeveryday, and today I've got a super easy way for you to set your white balance on photographs within Adobe Photoshop. And this is using a Photoshop action that I created and use very extensively. Now, there's a whole mess of steps and processes that you got to do to make this work. And for me, I felt like it was too much work to do that to every single image. So I wanted to make this as simple and as painless as possible. So before we do get started, there will be a link in the description box below where you can download this action for free and use on any one of your images and just have fun with it. So we're going to go ahead and get started today by hitting play on this action. And when you hit this on your action, the first thing you're going to notice that pops up is a threshold 1. All you want to do is hit OK on that, and then we're going to slide this threshold meter over more towards the black side. Now, what you're looking for is to leave as minimum black spots around the image as possible. For me, this looks pretty good. And the reason we're doing that is the black spots that are left over are the most true to that 50% gray. And you're going to notice that it's added a few things over here. There's a layer, there's the threshold, and the curves. So the first thing you want to do is to go over to your eyedropper selector tool. I right click on mine and go down to color sampler tool. Now you may or may not notice a marker already on your image from where the action took place. If you don't, it's no worries. All you have to do with this color selector tool is select an area that has some of these black areas in here. Now what I do is kind of just zoom in so that way I get as close to possible where I need to be. And you can either select a new area if you don't already have a spot there, or you can actually hover around this particular icon until you get your cursor to change, and you can actually move this thing around. So you see my cursor just changed there, and I can move this to a new location if I want. So I want to drop it right there. Now, once you're done with that, I'm going to go ahead and make the image fill the screen once again. We're going to remove our threshold layer and our 50% gray fill layer. And now you'll notice we have these 2 points that we created, and all we're going to do is make sure our curves adjustment layer is selected, choose the middle eyedropper, which is your middle gray area, and then just click inside of one of these point markers, and you'll see that instantly our white balance has changed. Now if we cut that off, you can see this cool image that was using an improper white balance in the camera, and then we can fix that by just hitting those steps we just did. Now you can also create multiple markers in different areas and kind of play around with that and see which white balance looks better to you. But overall, that's all you got to do. Just a couple little steps there, and you've got a super sweet white balance setup. And really quickly, I did realize I forgot to tell you how to turn these points off if you don't want them on anymore. All you got to do is make sure that color sampler tool is selected, and then just hit clear all at the top, and boom, they're all gone. But if you guys did like this video today, be sure to leave a like so I know to create more videos just like this. Also, be sure to check that description box below to get your free download. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And as always, be sure to create something new today.